So I went tubeless, and on my very first ride, my knobby nicks hit a jagged rock and I got a sidewall tear. I tried to patch the sidewall, but nothing was working out. So I jumped on my computer and looked at a replacement cost for my knobby nick. I quickly discovered that tubeless plus tires are not cheap, and some of them cost almost as much as car tires. Looking for a deal, I filtered the results on Amazon to show the cost-effective results first. That's when I discovered this. It's a Deli Plus tire that cost me $29 at the time of purchase. I've never heard of their brand before, and the tire lacks all the usual graphics that you'll find on most mountain bike tires today. Since I was in such a rush, I initially set up the tire with a tube just to see how it compared to my knobby nicks. After installation, I noticed that the tread pattern on these two tires are very similar. It's almost as if Deli tires knocked off the knobby nicks. One other thing of note is that while the tire is advertised as a 2.8 inch, it seems narrower than the knobby nicks, which is also advertised as a 2.8. The tire worked just fine with a tube setup, but I wanted to find out if this tire could work tubeless. The tire is not advertised as tubeless compatible, so my expectations were not very high. My rims are tubeless ready and already had tubeless tape applied, so all I had to do was take out the tube, put on some tubeless valve stems, and pour in the tubeless sealant. Since one side of the tire was already seated, I thought I could get the other side to catch with just a floor pump. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. I whipped out my compressor, which made easy work of it. After I got the tire seated, I let it sit overnight to see if it would hold, and since it did, I took it out for a test. It's been a week since I set up the tire tubeless, and I haven't had any issues to date. My local trails are pretty tame, so I'm not sure how it will stand up to jagged rocks and roots, but for where I ride, it works great. I am pleased with my $30 purchase, and if I happen to get a puncture, I can always ride it with a tube. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. Please like and subscribe for more content, and if you want to see more, go check out my Instagram.